Fern dropped the steamer. Why the US president is almost impossible to kill.
A shooter is taking aim at the President of the United States. For the Secret Service, it's their worst-case scenario, the nightmare they've trained for years. In the next few seconds, each branch of the Secret Service springs into action. The protective detail, the counter-assault team, the airspace security branch, the counter-snipers, and the emergency response team. What happens next will decide the course of history. If the Secret Service succeeds, today will be forgotten soon enough. Keeping the president alive is just business as usual, the job the agency has successfully done every day since the death of JFK. But if they fail, it will rock the nation to its very core and threaten the stability of America's democracy. This is the moment that determines everything, when instinct, training, and sacrifice have to come
agency,
together,
no, not us.
or else. Who are the people protecting the president? How do they prepare for the unthinkable? How does the Secret Service actually work?
Wow.
This video is largely based on the books Zero Fail, The Rise and Fall of the Secret Service by Carol
Have you seen
Leonnig,
JFK's limo yacht? Nah.
and In the President's
What the
Secret
f is a
Service
limo
by
yacht?
Ronald Kessler. Links in the description.
What is that?
Fort Worth, Texas, 1963. The Secret Service is exhausted. JFK is their toughest assignment yet. He's constantly traveling. Miami one day, DC the next. His predecessors were older and spent most of their days working inside the White House, where the president is considered to be the safest. But JFK loves to travel the world.
Nah, hey, being a president, the worst job on the planet. Yo, Jordan, thank you for 31 resub. The only time you'd want to be a president is if you're addicted to power, bro. That's it. Because you don't get to be the president without doing some things, man. Without doing some things. Now, a normal person doesn't even make it to that point. Deadass, straight up. Like most normal people get flooded out by niggas with mad donations, shit like that. They got way more promo, advertising stuff. You get paid $400,000. And you can't even do shit. You can't go for a walk without informing everybody and 7 niggas in fucking suits following you around and shit like that. Niggas clearing your path, heading their days before you. You can't live a life, bro. The only time you want to be a president is if you just love the idea of power. You want more power by any means possible. You want more power. Because, man, does that life fucking suck. And even after you're done, that goes on for the rest of your life. Fuck no.
And attend to his many adoring
Fuck no. Then
fans.
you drop a book, maybe you make some millions off your book eventually. So now you're a millionaire and shit like that, but at what cost, bro?
Ich bin ein Berliner.
And he has a taste for danger.
So he was
Sneaking
wildin'.
past his agents to swim in open water, where he's swarmed by dozens of other swimmers. Throwing himself into crowds. Letting all kinds of unvetted guests into his room, night after night.
Yeah, he was moving reckless. He was moving crazy.
Keeping up with JFK is more than a full-time job. It's a blur of double shifts and all-nighters. So tonight, a few agents are blowing off some steam. They heard about a famously shady nightclub called The Cellar, where Texan beatniks rub shoulders with off-duty cops, often resulting in brawls. It's illegal to serve alcohol past midnight, but The Cellar is one place you're sure to get a stiff drink at any hour. And the agents stay way past midnight, one as late as 5 a.m. 4 of them are assigned to protect Kennedy the next morning, starting at 8 o'clock sharp. Compared to today's Secret Service, the agency protecting President Kennedy in the 60s is bare bones, basically the size of a municipal police force. There are just 350
Just
agents,
all those people?
most of them spread throughout the U.S. Only 36 are assigned to the White House, with a rotating team of 6 guarding the president. Keeping the agency lean is partly due to an American aversion to treating its presidents like kings.
That's bare
Going back
bones?
to the Founding Fathers. People felt that the Secret Service shouldn't be anything like a royal guard. Until that cool November morning in Dallas. JFK likes to be seen. For this trip through Dallas, he's insisted on riding around in a convertible. And though the Secret Service doesn't like it, He also insists that his usual bodyguards ride in separate cars. He wants to appear accessible to the people.
Thousands are waiting to
Mistake.
greet him in downtown Dallas. At 1:25, the motorcade moves into the downtown area.
JFK and Jackie smile and wave as their limousine inches through Dallas at just 11 miles an hour. It's following a route that Dallas newspapers published in advance. None of the buildings on the route have been inspected. This is Clint Hill, the agent assigned to protect Jackie Kennedy. Normally, he's stuck to her like a shadow, but today he's following JFK's orders to give the couple a little space. Of the agents who went to the cellar last night, Hill was the first to leave at 2:45 a.m. Today, he's also the first agent on duty to recognize this sound for what it is. An attempt on the president's life.
Now, the one window that's
This
open,
is
who would have
Bill
thought?
Greer, the agent driving Kennedy's limo. He's not trained in evasive driving. He slows down, waiting for
God
instructions
damn, they
on
don't
what
plan
to
it
do
all
next.
back in the day.
Another shot is fired. Clint rushes out of the car. He runs to the limousine,
Look, I know this is not like exactly how
Big
it
shot
happened,
is fired.
obviously, but it's just the fact that this nigga got out of a car and reacted before all these bozos just fucking stood there like a bunch of statues.
Clint rushes out of the car. He runs to the limousine, hoping to be at the president's side before worse can happen. But he's too late.
Oh man,
Clint throws himself
video.
on the trunk of the car, only to find a gruesome aftermath. Within 6 seconds of the first shot, President Kennedy is dead.
Nah, it's not anybody's fault but the shooter. But, nigga, the driver couldn't strafe a little bit? Is he that predictable, gang? Like, in any video game, you hear a fucking sniper, you know what to do, right? Stop, go, left, right, move around, make yourself hard to hit. Come on, man.
If I had reacted
Nigga moved at the
just a
same
little bit
pace?
quicker, and I could have, I guess.
That's-
And I'll live with that to my grave.
What happens next is history, and it will haunt the agency for years
the
to
driver was
come.
part of it.
President Kennedy's death revealed that something needed to change. But he wasn't the first president to be
Really?
killed in office. 1865, 1881, 1901. But now the United States is a global superpower. The president is the most powerful person on Earth. The threats to his life are multiplying and evolving. And Kennedy's death traumatized the nation profoundly. Nothing like this should ever happen again. In the 60s and 70s, the Secret Service massively expands its personnel and budget. No longer will it be a small cadre of glorified bodyguards. Gone are the days when the service will hire any athletic ex-Marine or patriotic beat cop. Recruitment, training, and operational protocols become way more
How much they
rigorous.
get paid?
And this is what 6 decades of evolution looks like. Protecting a president isn't just about reflexes or muscle.
That's
It's about training
it?
agents to think clearly under pressure, spot patterns, and solve complex problems
That's
fast.
it?
The good news is, you don't need to join the Secret Service to sharpen those same skills.
Gang. $190K is the max. You're protecting the president, my nigga. Do you get what I'm saying? Your life is like that's your life. You don't have any life. Hell no, nigga. I'd rather protect Katy Perry. She probably pays more. What the fuck? I'm not doing all that training, nigga, for 108, 109. I'm not giving my fucking life away to this nigga jumping in front of bullets and shit like that for 190,000. I'd rather fucking guard Drake or some shit. Nigga, you definitely pay more. That's insanity, bro. That's genuine insanity.
Protecting the president is a round-the-clock job.
They don't do it for the money.
Hours and hours of mind-numbing boredom, with occasional moments
rewind,
of
David,
sheer
22 months.
terror. When these moments come along, every split second counts, and the agent's response better be automatic. There's no time to weigh options. Their mission is zero fail.
How much you think the military gets? All right, look. This is not the military, though. This is Secret Service. He just said athletic ex-Marines don't even cut it. Which means there has to be a fuck ton of training that happens after that to even get them ready for what this role is.
The Secret Service calls any would-be assassin a jackal, according to journalist Ronald
some Rainbow Six
Kessler.
shit.
Jackals tend to strike outside of the White House. A president is most vulnerable when arriving at or leaving an event. So the agents are currently on
You
high
already said
alert.
it's for power. Everyone is in it
At
for
least
power.
10 days before any external event,
Niggas going from Secret Service, you can go up to... I didn't realize you can go from Secret Service to a nigga with power. I didn't know that was possible.
agents head to the destination. Some high-profile events,
You can go
like
from
the
that to,
president's
like, Senate or some
inauguration,
shit like
take
that?
up to a year and a half.
Wow, I
That's
didn't know
because the
that.
Secret Service isn't just about making sure a bullet doesn't hit the president. It's about making sure it never enters the event to begin with.
Yo, Sadie, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. We appreciate that. W. Sadie. Quick question, chat. Is there any women? Where's the diversity here?
Agents are sent in advance to assess
I'm
the
only
number
seeing
of
men
metal
so far, but
detectors
I
needed,
think it was like the 60s,
scrutinize
so.
all access points,
Sadie, thanks
and
for the 5
prepare
gifted.
explosive detection. Mainly,
Appreciate
they're thinking
you.
of the ways
Yeah,
a
thank you for the
jackal
resub.
could sabotage the event. Could he cut the lights to create chaos? Could he access the air conditioning units to introduce poison gas? Could he sneak in through a forgotten basement staircase? The bulk of Secret Service work is meticulous, detail-oriented preparation, making sure they're ready for days like this. These special agents are the protective detail, probably what you think of first when you hear the name Secret Service.
Yep.
They're the agents expected to take a bullet for the person they're protecting, and then evacuate them to safety. But they're just the tip of the iceberg. There's the counter-assault team. They're the heavily armed agents with the most dangerous role. They're meant to charge at the source of the attack and neutralize it before it can reach
Charge
the
at
person
it?
they're protecting, with an automatic rifle or with a flashbang grenade. Then the protective detail can evacuate the protectee to the presidential limousine, known as the Beast. The Beast is a $1.5 million car weighing about 20,000 pounds.
What?
It takes the president wherever he needs to go.
1.5?
It's American-made, of course, and quite a bit safer than Kennedy's.
It might not be American made anymore, bro. I just seen a post saying that Kash Patel said they might switch to BMWs. Which is hilarious, by the way, because I love BMWs, but that's just like, I don't know if it's true or not, but I just thought that was hilarious. What do you mean the protected? Nigga, there's so many American car brands. Why would you switch to a BMW, bro?
Convertible.
But
According to
I love
NBC
BMWs,
News,
so that's
it's
fine. That's
bulletproof,
fine.
blast
You know what I'm saying?
resistant,
Seemed like a
sealed off from
X5.
chemical attacks, and stocked with a supply of extra blood. Exactly the
An
president's
X5
type.
pushing the president?
Not
Oh, that's
all
for
of
the
its
FBI.
defense systems are known to the public, but rumor has
I
it
don't
it
know the
shoots tear
difference.
gas. Flanking the Beast is the rest of the presidential motorcade. Counter-assault agents trained in motorcade ambush tactics travel in a car close to the Beast. Another Secret Service car carries intelligence agents who are tracking people considered threats. If necessary,
The Beast
they
is
can jam
crazy.
these people's communications. After this, you should definitely check out this fantastic episode by our friend Neo for a full explanation.
Your friend Neo.
In close communication with the counter-assault team is the eagle-eyed counter-sniper team, the best marksman in the Secret Service.
Yo!
According to Ronald Kessler, every month, counter-snipers have to demonstrate they can still make shots 1,000 yards away.
Every
If they
month?
fail, they're not supposed to work. Here are plainclothes agents who mingle with crowds on high alert for threats and vulnerabilities. To blend in, they don't wear the trademark earpiece. They're looking for anyone suspicious, anyone sweaty, anyone shifty-eyed.
I don't know, nigga. Some people got sweat glands, dog. Like, what? I'm suspicious because I sweat. Like, come on, that's not fair, bro.
Anyone who stands out
That's not
in
fair.
any way. But it's a delicate operation, best handled discreetly.
Well, look who it is.
Lots of people get starstruck by a president, and they tend to act a little weird. It's not unheard of for people to weep, faint, or even throw their babies in the air, and the Secret Service can't go around tackling them all. Agents in
Yes,
the
they
crowd
can.
are also trained to think like assassins. In any given space, how could they breach security if they wanted to? If they detect any vulnerability, they call the Joint Ops Center at Secret Service headquarters, who alert the protective detail by earpiece. Some Secret Service technicians are also photographing the crowds to evaluate them later with facial recognition technology. They're looking out for whether particular individuals keep showing up. Outside the venue, we have the Uniformed Division's Emergency Response Team, the first line of defense, often armed with P-90 submachine guns and highly specialized canines. Each dog sniffs up to 100 cars a day for explosives and is trained to attack any intruders. Later, they're rewarded for their service with ball play. The Secret Service is also supported by local law enforcement and emergency medical technicians. When they're not actively protecting anyone, Secret Service agents are constantly training and reassessing past events. Agents receive way more training than they did in the 60s, when they were just handed a manual and expected to learn the rest on the job. In a split
like
second
Universal
from now,
Allied.
it'll be time to show their stuff. Just like in 1981.
Huh? What happened in 1981?
Back then, a mentally ill man named John Hinckley Jr. became obsessed with and stalked the actress Jodie Foster, who starred in Taxi Driver. In the movie, an aimless drifter plots to kill a presidential candidate. Hinckley, an aimless drifter himself, believed that Foster would notice him if he did something really great, like kill the president. Just before his attack on Reagan, he wrote to Foster, "You'll be proud of me, Jodie. Millions of Americans will love me. Us." Foster didn't alert the FBI.
Oh, nah. Oh, no. She not gonna fuck with you, gang. Cause you, bro, mental health is a real thing, bro. Like, if you see yourself slipping, but you don't have too much time to get it together, gang. Last thing you want to be is this nigga. What was his name? McKinsley? Come on, bro. That's a long slip. It takes a lot for you to get to that point where you're that deranged. What kind of
to Hinckley's threats until after the fact.
The first time I knew that the FBI was involved was when somebody called me up and said, "Please come over and talk to the FBI."
But he was already on their radar. About 6 months before he attacked Reagan, Hinckley had been arrested for attempting to board a plane with 3
you
pistols.
said the final boss of Paris.
The plane was in the same city where then President Jimmy Carter just so happened to be. Now, Hinckley is outside a hotel in D.C., crouched in combat position.
That's not
If
obvious.
indeed he had wanted to kill Carter, he wasn't able to get him. But Reagan will do. Reagan is just 6 feet from his armored car when Hinckley fires his rounds.
Are they?
Agent Tim
got
McCarthy
blinked?
doesn't even stop to
Did they get
think.
blinked?
Instinct propels him to cover and evacuate. He hurls himself in front of the president. 2 others nearby have already been shot. Hinckley's 3rd bullet hits McCarthy squarely in the torso. 1 bullet ricochets off the bulletproof limousine and strikes Reagan in the left armpit. Unluckily for him, Hinckley has used Devastator bullets, designed to explode on impact and cause maximum damage.
Wait. Whoa. That was never an option in Call of Duty, man. There's bullets in the 80s that explode? What?
The president starts losing blood quickly. All this happens in 2 seconds, and the seconds after that
It was an
counted
option?
even more.
What's
If
it-
Reagan had arrived at the hospital just a few minutes later, he might not have made it. Meanwhile, the agents pounced on Hinckley. They could have left that to local police and traveled behind Reagan to continue offering him protection. Their thinking was that they didn't know whether Hinckley was acting alone. But after this event, according to Kessler, a new policy was established. Secret Service agents always stick to the president. Every misstep becomes a teachable moment that advances
did the other
security
officers
protocols
die?
for later. Hinckley's failed assassination is considered one of the Secret Service's great successes. But it was a close call. A man with a gun was able to get just 4.5 meters from the president and very nearly kill him. Clearly, security protocols needed to be beefed up.
I'm not gonna lie. The guy who jumped in the way and took a bullet to the chest? Yo, off instinct? That's... Hey, man. If this was back in the day, they would have gave that nigga a kingdom. Did he make it?
It's now standard procedure to have magnetometers or metal detectors that screen crowds at events. Beyond that, the Secret Service found they needed way better intelligence.
Yo.
6 months before the assassination attempt, Hinckley was arrested trying to board a plane with 3 handguns, information known to the FBI. But under DOJ guidelines, the arrest was deemed too minor and never relayed to the Secret Service. In hindsight, that omission deprived presidential protectors of a major red flag, a prior weapons arrest timed to coincide with a presidential visit. The Secret Service now works more closely with the FBI. They've also developed an elaborate system for classifying just how threatening an aggrieved person is. Say you make the mistake of drunkenly boasting to a crowded bar that you're gonna kill the president. If the Secret Service catches wind of it, according to Kessler, you might be considered a Class 1 threat, and an
Yo, just saying the words puts you on a list? Oh my God.
agent could show up at your house for a serious chat. But unless you have prior military training, a documented history of mental illness, or a concrete reason for the service to believe you might try to carry out your plans, you won't be bumped up to Class 2 or 3.
I sure hope not.
Class 3 threats are considered the most dangerous, those with a serious intent to kill and the ability to do so. They're monitored very closely. The Secret Service receives an average of 10 threats per day. Most are against the president. Not all can be taken seriously. Many threats are mailed directly to the White House. Would-be
Hold on, let me get this straight. There's a... People are... Hold on, niggas is sending death threats to the White House through mail? Goodness gracious, bro. 10 a day? Oh God, fuck.
assassins seem to think that the president will read their letter personally, and they want to be heard. A letter can give the Secret Service's forensic division a lot to work with. DNA, fingerprints, and ink samples they can compare with the ones in their international ink library.
What?
Since the early 80s, profilers have interviewed and studied assassins like Hinckley and Sirhan, who killed Robert Kennedy. This helps the Secret Service understand the motivations of these individuals, who are often paranoid loners seeking attention and notoriety. Often, but not always. The first bullet narrowly misses the president. A counter-sniper tries to take the assassin out, but he's already vanished into the chaos. The protective detail pounces on the president, forming a human wall. Another shot is fired, this time from the crowd. Is that gun made of white plastic?
3D
A
printed?
bullet grazes the shoulder of an agent in the detail. The counter-assault team heads straight for the line of fire. Meanwhile, the remaining detail escorts the president off the podium, hoping they reach the beast in time, and that the real threat isn't overhead. The threat that the service has braced itself for since the morning of September 11,
What, nigga, a
2001.
bomb? What could possibly be on top of them?
President George W. Bush is in Florida for the morning. He's joined a second grade class for their reading lesson. They'll be back in the White House by lunchtime. The event has been publicized for a week. It's a feel-good photo op to celebrate.
Where'd it go? Fuck, I like niggas. Oh man.
Celebrate Bush's commitment to education.
Oh
The
shit.
Secret Service
That's
is
good,
well
bro.
aware that the world can see exactly where the president is. When the first plane hits the World Trade Center, an agent in Bush's security detail receives intelligence. He asks if the attack is isolated to New York and if the president's security is compromised. No answer. Nobody knows. Minutes pass. The Secret Service grows more agitated.
Both Twin Towers now are on fire. Now, this
The
was
second plane hits, and Bush is informed that America is under attack.
See on page 153.
Wow, this happened while he was in class? Who
The
took the
age-old
pic?
tension between the White House and the Secret Service has reached a fever pitch.
Oh, he probably brought photographers.
One team's job is to project a competent image of the president, which requires the president to engage with citizens. The other team's job is to keep the president safe. The less he's seen in public, the easier that is to do. Nobody knows what to do. The Secret Service wants Bush out, now. But the White House press secretary doesn't want to scare the children or the public watching.
Fuck them them kids. Bro, what? Get him out of there. What? They gotta give a fuck about a classroom, nigga? Did you hear what just happened?
So Bush stays put for 7 excruciating minutes.
What?
Go on.
Oh, had to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Skedaddle! Bro, you can't make up a lie? Come on, gang. Everybody about to find out on the news in 5 minutes.
Go on.
The chaotic aftermath of that morning revealed more holes in the Secret Service's coverage. For one thing, not all important agents were briefed on how to adequately protect their assignments in case of a national emergency.
Wow.
There wasn't a system for getting them to military-controlled shelters, nor were the agents granted the power to do so. Instead, they were treated like mere bodyguards, elite ones, but still. They had to obey other staffers with no expertise in security, like the White House press secretary. The Secret Service had become really
insane.
good at preventing
That's
attacks
insane.
from crazed lone gunmen. But in the face of a sophisticated terrorist attack aimed at the president, they needed a whole new playbook and more authority. After 9/11, the Secret Service rewrote its emergency action plans. It was made sure that no political staffer could overrule a Secret Service agent attempting to evacuate a president to safety. And the government decided that maybe, just maybe, the president's bodyguards should work closely with the people tracking terrorists.
Well, they weren't
a
doing
year
that?
and a half after 9/11, the Secret Service was
They weren't
drafted
doing
into
that?
the new Department of Homeland
Your
Security.
lifeless, Trip.
The protection
Trip, appreciate
mission
the
was
gift,
now
bro.
understood as a form of counterterrorism. Shortly after the attack, the Secret Service established a new unit, the Airspace Security Branch, responsible for monitoring and controlling the airspace of the president's current location. Will today be the day they have to down a rogue drone? But the sky remains calm. The president makes it into the beast. And that's when he starts exhibiting strange symptoms.
What?
Tiny pupils, profuse sweating, wheezing, and convulsions.
You got
The nerve
poison?
agent Novichok is a swift and brutal killer. It can take a victim
Oh,
down
no,
in
no,
less
no,
than
no.
2 minutes. To
do you
kill
do?
or incapacitate a victim, a nerve agent needs to penetrate the skin or be ingested or inhaled, meaning that only someone in very close contact with the president could have administered it.
Which,
Is there a third assassin among them? The Secret Service will deal with the holes in their security later. Now, the focus is on saving the president. That's where the Hazardous Agent Mitigation and Medical Emergency Response Team comes into play,
huh?
also known as HAMMER.
Yo,
Today-
a black ambulance got mad aura, by the way.
Hey, HAMMER agents will save the president's life. The first would-be assassin was sniffed out and tackled by the Canine Protective Unit as he attempted to escape the venue. He's now in jail, awaiting trial. The second assassin, with the 3D printed gun, was shot by the counter-assault team. He died on the spot. And the third, the guy in the Secret Service itself, a career agent who rose through the ranks to the president's
double
personal
agent.
security detail. Turns out he's a sleeper agent, sent by a foreign nation. It isn't yet clear which. And they don't know how he infiltrated the service. Recently, the agency has been strained, struggling to fill key positions.
What?
Could there have been a lapse in their vetting process? They'll be sure to interrogate
Maybe
him
just pay him
intensively to
more.
find out.
What?
Our story may be an unlikely scenario, but it's just one of many possibilities that the Secret Service prepares for every day. Threats to the president have only expanded in recent years, so the service is now trained to deal with previously unheard of attacks. The war on terror.
Wow, how does that black ambulance know what he got? How do they know what poison the nigga got hit with? They're just putting any antidote in him like this is fucking Resident Evil? You just put some fucking herbs, craft some herbs and apply the shit? How would they know which ones? They got 2 minutes. By the time the nigga realized he's fucked up, now you got 1 minute. Now they gotta stop both cars. They have eyes. Come on, there gotta be hundreds of poisons and thousands of poisons in the world, bro. How they know which one?
Give the Secret Service more power than ever. More budget, more reach, more respect. but also more responsibilities that stretched them beyond their capacities. Internally, the machinery started to rust. The Bush and Obama years saw waves of scandals that undermined the agency's reputation and their motto, worthy of trust and confidence. In one case, a senior agent reportedly took a female informant up to his hotel room. She died that night from a drug overdose.
It's fishy.
He was later promoted. Other agents were caught stealing federal funds, having sex with minors, drunk driving on White House grounds, becoming embroiled in prostitution scandals, engaging in racist hazing of...
God damn, what haven't these niggas done, bro? Yo! Bro! Who is vetting these guys, man?
black agents, brawling
black agents
in prostitution scandals, engaging in racist hazing of black agents, brawling in bars. Plus, there were several near misses during Barack Obama's presidency.
A bomb-sniffing dog to the bag.
Obama received 4 times as many threats as previous presidents, largely motivated by racism.
That's fucked up. That's actually fucked up. And that says a lot about the state of racism, bro, in the world right now. Why? Why? Bro, like, what? He's getting 4 times more death threats because he's black?
Some commentators have said it's a miracle he's still alive. In the service, morale is often low and turnover is usually high.
Yeah, the craziest racism in America? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I heard American racism ain't even that bad. Some of that shit going on in Europe. Them niggas be wilding in Europe, man. It's just not covered much. Yo, them niggas be wilding, gang. I done heard some stories about some of y'all niggas, though, man. I done heard some stories about some of y'all niggas, man. This shit, nah, it's not funny, though. It's actually not funny. It's fucked up. You know what sucks? Nah, man, you know what countries you are too, man. It's 2 countries in specific.
Easy to find qualified replacement agents.
It's
Not
2
just
countries.
anyone is willing to
It's
take a
3,
bullet
it's 3, it's
for
3. I missed
$48K a
one.
year. Plus, the job requires agents to travel constantly, move frequently, and work huge amounts of unpaid overtime. It's common for agents to quit and find better pay and job conditions at other federal agencies.
Y'all nailing it in the chat,
or
too.
start their own security firms. Still, since JFK, the Secret Service has done its job.
Not China. China wasn't racist at all, bro. All right. I've been to China. I can confirm no racism there. Well, I can't say that. I didn't experience not a single lick of racism over there. Not one lick, bro. Not a singular lick. Not one. In all 5 cities I went to, not one lick of it. Not a singular lick, bro. Them niggas was cool. Which is crazy because I know some of my friends' parents was definitely racist growing up, and they was Chinese. So I don't know what happens. I guess they get racist when they get to go to other countries, maybe potentially. But the ones in China, whew, state of the arts, S tier. They ain't niggas ain't even no problems, man. I was moving around with a big ass camera, a crew of a diverse crew of all types of people, no issues.
No dead presidents since 1963. But there was one particularly close call.
Really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
In Butler, Pennsylvania,
I forgot about
in
this.
2024, Donald Trump was nearly assassinated as he was campaigning for his second presidency. Check out our video that breaks down that event. People still wonder, how could an assassin get to an unguarded roof with a clear line of sight to Trump? It's widely considered a major failure of the Secret Service.
Sir, this could have been our Texas school book depository. I have lost sleep over that for the last 17 days,
Then
just like you have.
somebody to
and I will
hold them
tell you,
accountable.
Senator,
6 agents were suspended, and the director stepped down.
Damn.
Just 2 months later, another attempted assassination of Trump
they get
rattled
him?
the service. And it's possible there have been many more incidents of nearly successful assassinations throughout U.S. history. We just didn't hear about them. Maybe that's the real secret of the service. All the times history almost changed, then didn't.
I wonder how many times they arrest somebody, because you can't talk about it.
I hope you enjoyed
They
the
can't
video.
talk about it because otherwise it's gonna inspire new people to do it. You know, it's like having a stalker. Like if you have a stalker, the more you talk about the stalker, the more people can try and stalk, and they're gonna, get grabbed. That's no life anybody want to live, man. That sounds fucking miserable. W video, Fern. W vid.